Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is doing great. So just wanted to come to you today and offer you some motivation. There's a quote by Winston Churchill that says, if you are going through hell, keep going. I'm going to repeat that. If you're going through hell, keep going. A lot of times we're going through difficult periods in our life. We want to stop. We want to complain. We want to tell people about it. Thank you guys for the hearts, and thank you in advance for sharing, because you'll get an opportunity to win one of 15 copies of my book I'm giving away this weekend, as well as a one-on-one with me valued at $1,000. Good morning, EK. Bowen. And I want you guys to realize that there's nothing more critical. Good morning, Sherry. Hey, Vogue Dog. Good morning, Priscilla. Good morning, Cassandra. Good morning, everyone. That if you are in a place where things have gotten tough, oh, hey, Libby. Hey, Barbie. You need to keep going. And so many times I see people stopping and pausing and complaining, and I'm gonna talk about 10 things. Good morning, Miosha, that you need to do today to keep going. Somebody type in keep going if you don't mind. Oh, thank you, Priscilla. Somebody type in keep going. Good morning, Belinka. Keep going. Keep going. Because see, life is not going to always deal you the best deck of cards. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Even when things don't seem like they're working out in your benefit. Good morning, Diva Dash. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. And so I'm not going to just tell you to keep going. I'm going to give you 10 ways to keep going. And if you haven't shared the scope, I'm going to give you a moment to share the scope. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Danielle Patterson Winningham, former JP Morgan Chase Vice President, Master Life and Master Business Coach. And I'm somebody that's going to push you to keep going, because I know that financial abundance is your birthright. And if you don't have it, it's because you've stopped somewhere along the way. You're not keeping going. If you're on Facebook, please go ahead and share this with your followers. And if you're on Periscope, please share with your followers. And everyone that shares this weekend will be entered for opportunity to win a copy of my book, Passion, Purpose, and Profits, as well as a one-on-one with me valued at $1,000. So make sure you share the scope. Good morning, Samira. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. What are some ways you can keep going? Again, if you haven't shared, go ahead and share. Number one, if you need to keep going, you got to stay grounded in your faith. And thank you guys for the hearts this morning. You've got to stay grounded in your faith. The word says, do not become weary in well-doing. And what I mean by stay grounded in your faith, I see so many people who they say they're faithful, but at the first sign of fire, you know what I'm talking about, at the first time of difficulty, good morning, Camille, at the first sign of danger, all of a sudden that faith goes by the wayside, and they're ready to run. Good morning, Tashina. They're ready to head for the hills. How do you head for the hills if you say you have faith? Come on now. You've got to trust God has put you where you are right now, even in the muck and the mire. Sometimes you got to wade through the muck and the mire. Sometimes you got to go through the difficulty. Sometimes you got to go through it to get to it. He may say your abundance is just on the other side of this ravine, or just on the other side of this mountain, or just on the other side of this desert, or just on the other side of this difficulty. But guess what? If you won't go through it, somebody say amen this morning. If you won't go through it, you can't get to it. You can't get to it. Good morning, Ariel. You can't get to it. Good morning, Shannon. You can't get to it. Why? Because you won't go through it. You won't go through it. And you have to remember that, and somebody just said it, some of those difficulties that he is putting on us is because we're going to need them where we're going. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to need that strength where you're going. You're going to need that testimony where you're going. You're going to need that lesson where you're going. As I look back on my life, and I'm sure you guys will agree, there's not one thing that happened to me that does not serve me right now. All things are working for my good. See, the Bible says that. I didn't make that up. He's intentional. And so that time you got fired from your job and you thought you wasn't going to make it. Oh, I got fired from my job. I don't know how I'm going to make it. It's because he didn't want you on that job no more. And he knew that you had more in you than that job was bringing out. So he had to move you off that job for you to believe in you. All things. Somebody type in all things. Good morning, Oliver. Somebody type in all things. All things are working for your good. He's intentional. See, you got to remember, even when it don't look good from here, you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes things are not going to look good from where I sit. But remember, he sits high and looks down low, so he can see some things in the atmosphere with his superhuman vision, with his omnipotent vision, with his alpha and omega vision. You understand what I'm saying? That I can't see with my 2020. So I may be looking at it, and thank you guys for the hearts. And if you haven't shared, make sure you share. No, I'm not a minister. I'm a business coach. I'm a business coach, but I'm a business pastor. You may not see it with your 2020, right? You may say, oh, this divorce. You know what? When I got my divorce, I had been married for 16 years. When I went through my divorce, good morning, Sophia, love you, sis. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I thought I wasn't going to make it because from where I sat, that was the end. You better say, Yolanda, that alpha and omega vision. From where I sat, it was over. It was over. But God, see, I didn't do any of the things I'm doing right now until after my divorce. Somebody say after. See, sometimes you got to go through it. Good morning, God's Girl 778, to get to it. See, from where I sat, I didn't write a book until after my divorce. Tashina said that's what she called me, the business bishop. I didn't write not one book until after my divorce. I didn't have not one coaching client until after my divorce. I didn't have one international speaking opportunity until after my divorce. I wasn't on stages. All I did was go to work and come home. It wasn't until after I went through it. It wasn't until after I went through it. Sometimes the things you go through have to happen in order for you to get to where you're going. Sometimes it has to happen because without that, there is no more. After the breakup, Lady Gwendolyn said a CD after the a CD after the divorce. A book after the divorce. Sometimes it has to happen. Think about the things in your life, and thank you guys for the hearts, that had they not happened, you would not be where you are right now. But while they were happening, while you were going through hell, you didn't understand it. She said a daycare business after the divorce. Come on now, think about the things that you've done after you lost that job, after you lost that man, after you lost your house, after you lost your car. See, it's not over. Those are just earthly things. But see, this morning, we're talking about that alpha and that omega vision. And so it's only after that you're able to come through. I know somebody hears me this morning. So number one, right, Brandis, right? You just never know. So number one is stay grounded in your faith. It's intentional. It's intentional. Number two, give yourself credit. This morning we're talking about if you're going through hell, keep going. Some of you stop And you act as if you're not worried. Excuse me. You act as if you're not worthy. You act as if you're not good enough. You act as if there's no promise on your life. You act as if abundance is not your birthright. You act as if you don't have any talents. You act as if you don't have any gifts. You act as if the world doesn't want to hear from you. You act as if nobody needs what you have. You act as if you're less than, when in all actuality, he said, I created you in my image. I created you. It don't get no better than that, y'all. Give yourself credit for your greatness. Right. Stop feeling sorry for you and give you credit for the greatness that you are able to birth. Now, guess what? If you haven't done it, then shame on you. But give yourself credit for the opportunity you have to create abundance in this lifetime. In this lifetime, give yourself credit. So number one was stay grounded in your faith and believe in the word. Number two is give yourself credit. Hey, Belinda, tell Miss Kevin I say hello. Give yourself credit. Number three, remember the big picture. Remember the big picture. The big picture is not where you are right now. The big picture is where you're going. Somebody say where I'm going. See, I did a video the other day called Dear Haters. If you think you mad at me now, wait until he's finished with me. Where I'm going is the big picture, not where I am right now. I may be at the gas station right now, but that's not where I'm going. I may be in an apartment right now, but that's not where I'm going. I may be at a job right now, but that's not where I'm going. See, that's just where I am right now. And just because I'm here right now does not mean that he's done with me yet. That's not where I'm going. Joanna, I may have one store in the Virgin Islands right now, but that's not where I'm going. By the end of next year, I could have 10 stateside. That's not where I'm going. I might be in a relationship that's not good for me right now, but that's not where I'm going. I'm going to somewhere where somebody loves me and honors me and respects me and rolls out the red carpet for me. Don't look at where I'm at. You better look where I'm going. Remember the big picture. Remember the big picture. Remember the big picture. Don't judge me by where I'm at. You better judge me by where I'm going. I'm going all the way up. When they ask you where I live, say all the way up. That's right, Tamara. Where am I going? Where am I going? Number three, remember the big picture. Number four is going to knock you to your knees. Number four is going to knock you. Hey, Dr. Rachel. Number four is going to knock you to your knees. Stop seeking perfection. Stop. You going through hell, but you can't launch something because you trying to get it perfect. You ain't got no money to pay your bills, but you can't launch something because you trying to get it perfect. You don't have the abundance that's set aside for you because you're trying to get it just right at the point where you believe in the promise and you go ahead and put it out there. Then guess what? It will be done. It will be done. Baby, you better set it up with action, launch and relaunch. You know what I say? I say execute now, perfect later. Hey, Cora, trying to be like my big sister, Cora. I say execute now, perfect later. Stop seeking perfection. There was only one perfect one, and he died on the cross. Everybody else is imperfect. So guess what? We got to stop seeking perfection and execute. Somebody is waiting on your book. Somebody is waiting on your coaching program. Somebody is waiting on your workshop. Somebody is waiting on your group support. Somebody is waiting on your speech. Somebody is waiting to hear a word from you. Somebody somewhere is waiting to hear a word from you. Please stop holding on to that word. That is disobedience. And you'll have to answer for that. Execute now, sis. Perfect later. Because somebody will accept that imperfect word because it will move them further than they are right now. I'll give you an example. If you're called to help single mothers with time management, yeah, it may not be 100% complete or 100% perfect, but if it moves her from where she is struggling with those kids every day to a place where she can have some sanity and she can have some peace and she can have some me time, you have served your purpose. It didn't have to be perfect to help somebody. It did not have to be perfect for somebody to get to the next level. It did not have to be perfect for them to be saved. Harriet Tubman ran an underground railroad. It was not perfect, but it freed some people. You better be willing to put your stuff out in the world and free some people. And y'all know I say it all the time. What Harriet said when they asked her how many people she freed. She said, I freed hundreds, and I would have freed hundreds more had they known they were slaves. Some of you are slaves to perfection. And you won't launch because it ain't perfect. But guess what? That weight loss program that you afraid to launch, it could have helped somebody lose some weight by now. That exercise program that you afraid to launch because it ain't perfect, it could have helped some people get an exercise routine by now. And so that book that you wrote and you scared to put it out into the world, somebody could have read that book and been blessed by your testimony right now. So while you sitting over there waiting on perfection, you're missing your assignment. Yeah. While you sitting over there waiting on perfection, you're missing your assignment. Your assignment was to serve somebody. Yeah. So when you can't get through the gates, don't look over there at me because I'm going in. You come on now. While you sitting over there waiting on perfect, you could have helped some people. Good morning, Jenny. You wait a minute. You think it's not good enough because you're not helping thousands and thousands. Good morning, Pastor Kim. You think it's not good enough because you ain't helping thousands and thousands. Maybe you were supposed to help one right now. I do, Ariel. I do. Maybe you were supposed to help one right now. Maybe you were supposed to help that one right now. Maybe you was just supposed to help 2 right now. You can't help 10 till you help 2. See, let me help y'all real quick. Y'all mind if I give y'all a small math class? Just a small math class. Just an exercise in numbers. You talking about your 5th book and your 6th book, and you ain't wrote 1 book. You can't write 2 until you write 1. You can't serve 10 until you serve 1. That's just the law of numbers, y'all. 1 goes before 10. I don't care how you count. Every single time. Good morning, Beth Hoover. So the bottom line is you got to make sure you're serving 1 before you can serve the masses. Do not despise small beginnings. We all started somewhere. And if you haven't shared the scope, share the scope. I'm giving away 15 copies of my book this weekend for those that share and invite, as well as I'm giving away one-on-one with me, valued at $1,000. So share the scope, invite your followers. Stop seeking perfection is number 4. Number 5, stop overanalyzing and stop second guessing. Stop overanalyzing and stop second guessing your next steps. I will have people inbox me with a plan for their next steps. And guess what? They'll say, what should I do? You know what I'm talking about. They'll inbox me everything they need to do. And then they'll say, now what do I do? Stop. Good morning, pattern designer. Stop making this thing complicated. And somebody pointed it out to me on social media day the other day, and it blew my mind. If you haven't signed up to receive those powerful replays from social media day, go to bit.ly/WeSocial16. It's free. We had some powerhouse speakers, but some of them said, you guys are so busy listening to people who are not really telling you anything. You're so busy being coached in circles by people who are not really helping you, that when somebody comes along and they give it to you straight, no chaser, no tricks, simplified, distilled, filtered, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our coach. You get so confused because you're not used to that. You can't even hear it because you're so used to the smoke and the mirrors. You're so used to the subterfuge. You're so used to people who don't know what they're doing. You're used to people that do not know what they're doing. And because they don't know what they're doing, they try to hit you with a whole lot of information to confuse you. How many of you have ever been in a coaching program and you left that coaching program and you didn't know any more in that coaching program than when you started? So it was either one or two things. Either they didn't know what they was doing or you wasn't acting. And you got to ask yourself, which one was it? But I know the way I coach, and some of my clients are in here and they will tell you the way I lay it down. If you don't pick it up, it's a choice. I lays it down. I lays it down simply. I lays it down in order. I give you tools. I give you resources. If you don't execute, it is you. It is a choice. But some of y'all are so used to being coached in corners and coached in circles that it's unreal. Stop overanalyzing. Stop second guessing. Good morning, JD Kisses. Stop. Right, Gene? Being coddled. Stop. I'm not going to hold your hand. Somebody asked me the other night, was I going to check their homework? I said, your bank account is your accountability. When you stop overanalyzing things, when you stop seeking perfection, when you stop forgetting the big picture, when you stop beating yourself up, and when you stop professing to be faithful and then afraid to move, everything will line up for you. If you're going through hell, keep going. Why would you stop? Why would you stop? That brings me to number 6. Procrastination. At some point, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. Somebody type in leap. L-E-A-P. L-E-A-P. If you've not shared the scope, share the scope for an opportunity to win a copy of my book as well as a one-on-one session with me. Somebody say leap. L-E-A-P. You cannot keep sitting where you are. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's just talk about the analogy. If you're going through hell, it's hot, right? If you're going through hell, it don't smell good, right? If you're going through hell, you're scared, right? So why would you stay there? Leap. Leap. You'd rather burn up. Good morning, Roberta. Hell is uncomfortable. Hell is uncomfortable. Why would you stay there? You would rather stay and burn than leap. You know what? And it's unfortunate. Sometimes when they're in a high-rise building and the high-rise has caught, everybody does have money to pay for coaching, Sister China. We'll talk about that in a minute. Everybody has money for coaching. Sometimes you're in a high-rise and your route has been cut off. And the only way for you to get out of that burning building is for you to do what? Leap. Leap and trust the process. Trust that the firemen are going to catch you. Trust that God is going to allow you. Yeah, you're going to die if you stay. And it's the same thing about your destiny. If you're going through hell, keep going. If you're going through hell, keep going. Leap and trust the process. Sometimes leaping is the only available form of transportation. So let's talk about this. Because the question on the table is, everybody doesn't have money for coaching. Anybody want to talk about that? Say me. I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you. I've done it like 5 times. I've done sessions on Mondays where you get 30 to 40 ways to earn money from home, earn extra money, earn money on the fly, raise your kids. If any of you have ever attended, you know what I'm talking about. So when I say everybody has money for coaching, I believe it. I believe that people have money for what is important to them. And I teach people for free how to get extra money. I teach people for free. Listen, I used to be a vice president at JP Morgan Chase. And I want to say that the reason that God put me there was for me to understand that there is no limit. Somebody type in no limit to the abundance of God. That there is money everywhere in the world, all around us, and what we need to do is execute. There is no limit. The word said faith without works is dead. The word says you reap what you sow. There's no way around it. So if you don't have money for what you need, then are you doing what you need to be doing to cash in on the abundance? I could put my kids in the yard right now. Jenny says she stopped eating out and buying clothes. I had to make some sacrifices to grow this business. I was a single mother with 3 expensive kids. 3 expensive kids. If you don't do nothing but come here every day and sit still and take notes and execute, within 60 days, you'll be able to afford coaching. My free scopes, I did. And my coach, matter of fact, y'all met my brand manager on social media day. She is a beast and she's not inexpensive. And I'm double branded. So I have to pay her double. And I paid her for years. No, Asha's not my coach. Baby, me and Asha on the same level. We sisters. Portia Chandler is my brand manager. That's my business consultant. And everybody can't hire Portia. And that's some square business. And so the bottom line is, when it's all said and done, I had to make some sacrifices. And I paid, Portia was the bomb. Yes, but y'all see what I got to deal with now. So you got to deal with me. Yep, that's right, Henny. We don't know everything. We've got to get help. If you want to grow, you better have a coach. Here's what I'm going to tell you. And this is the truth. You can't change your mindset by yourself. If you could have done it by yourself, good morning, Mo, you would have done it already. Now, you need somebody that sees the greatness in you. You need somebody that will push you to bigger heights. You need somebody who is going to hold you accountable, and you need someone that's going to help you with your strategy. Because there are just some things you don't know yourself. So at some point, you got to say to yourself, and the last thing I tell you guys all the time is stop saying can't afford. Because my Father is over the kingdom. So I can afford anything. I may choose not to pay for it, but my Father is over the kingdom and I have access to the abundance of my Father and his kingdom. So if I don't have the money in my bank account, I've got to ask myself, what am I doing or what am I not doing that I don't have access to the favor? I don't have access to the abundance. Abundance is your birthright. So when you open your mouth and say, I can't afford, you've cut God off. I've seen God work some $1,000 miracles in my life. I literally needed a technology upgrade, and I put the number 13,000 out there. I said, Lord, I need to make 13 like oatmeal. He's the only person that works like oatmeal instantly. I put the 13,000 out there on a Friday morning. By that Friday night, I had booked a client for 13,000, and by that Saturday morning, I had booked another $13,000 client. He said, I'm not going to do it for you once. I'm going to do it for you twice, so you know it's me. So you know it's me. So you know I sent it to you. So you know. So what you said was some people can't afford coaching. If they can't afford coaching, they need to work to get on their feet. But most people can redirect their finances. So you know it's me. If you're going through hell, keep going. He will send you a miracle and he will write his name on it. So you know it's him. So you know it's him. I'm a business coach, Brenda. I'm not going to inbox you, Brenda. You got to go, Brenda Ozine. You got to go to my website. So you know it's me. He works like that. And I tell people all the time, Jenny said Applebee's is eating up your coaching money. Do you know, people are quick to say, see, don't let your money story be everybody else's money story. I'm going to tell you that again. Don't allow your money story to be everybody else's money story. Good morning, Thesha. Just because you struggled once upon a time does not mean other people are struggling. Other people may have money for the mall and not have money for you. Don't forget that. Number 7 is take your life back. So this moves right into if you're going through hell, keep going. If you're going through hell, keep going. Take your life back. Take your life back from that job. Take your life back from mismanaged finances. Take your life back from poor relationships. And I'm not just talking about love relationships. I'm talking about some of y'all got some friends that won't pour water on you if you're on fire. I'm talking about take your life back from negative environments. I'm talking about take your life back from a poverty mindset. I'm talking about take your mindset back from all of what you've been doing that's not right. You can go to bit.ly/themoneylab and that will take you to my website. bit.ly/themoneylab will take you to my website. So, guys, you got to take your life back. You got to say to yourself, I don't want this life right here. I know that God is destined me for more. I want the life that God has for me, and I'm going to take my life back. Write Excellence 21. Snatch it back with force. bit.ly/themoneylab. It will take you to my website. But I have like 2 links in my bio that'll take you right to my website. Take your life back with force. Because your life is your mindset. Right, be you, but better. It's my life and I want it now. I don't know. And number 8, be honest with yourself about where you are now. Good morning, Stevie Mills. Great job on the Telesummit the other day. Be honest with yourself about where you are right now. Because a lot of you are where you are right now because of who? And guys, make sure you share on Facebook and Periscope. I'm giving away 15 copies of my book, Passion, Purpose, and Profit, this weekend, along with a one-on-one coaching session with me valued at $1,000. So make sure you share the scope. If you be honest with yourself, you are where you are because of you. I knew you what you meant, the Dr. Adams. You are where you are because of the choices you've made, because of your own indecision, because of your own lack of execution, because of your own inability or unwillingness to get help, because of your own lack of confidence, because of your own comfort with being uncomfortable. You know what, Thea? So many people say fear, but I'm gonna help you guys. I'm gonna help you real quick. When you get tired, really tired, fear won't be a factor. That's why I love the show Fear Factor. You have proved that fear is not a factor for you. When I left my husband after 16 years and I had 3 kids to feed and I didn't know how I was going to make it, I was afraid, but I was more afraid of not being able to feed my kids. I was afraid, but I was more afraid of being homeless. I was afraid, but I was more afraid of getting my house, my car repossessed. I was afraid, but I was more afraid of my kids not being able to go to private school. I was afraid. I was shaking in my boots, but I didn't have no choice. See, I'm going to tell y'all again, fear is a luxury that I can't afford. I can't afford to be afraid. Not in eat. Good morning, Wendy Key. I can't afford to be afraid. Not in send my kids to college. When I see people and they say they haven't started because of fear, I say, ooh, you got a good life. Fear is a luxury. I'll be afraid, but I got to go. And you know what, Beauty 504? Even if we don't let them go, you understand what I'm saying? Because it's days that I'm still afraid. I'm not going to ever lie. I'm not going to just say that, oh, I kicked my fear. You right, Coach Tandy? She said she can't afford to be afraid no more. It's robbed her of too much. Even when it's days when I'm like, oh, I'm afraid, I got to do it anyway because I know what the alternative is. I know what the alternative is. And I can't afford it. Fear is expensive. Yeah. Fear is expensive. Fear will steal everything from you. Your hopes, your dreams, your abundance. Yes. And you know what, natural woman? It's days I'm still afraid. See, what you have to understand about this fear thing, good morning, Miss Tangela, is that as you elevate and go to higher heights, if you're afraid of heights, you're going to get more afraid. Oh, thank you, Angelica. That's why I'm here. I'm here to be obedient. I'm here to free people. If you don't pay me $1, this will free you today. If you don't ever sign up to be my client, this will free you today. And so I still have to keep moving in spite of. Somebody type in spite of. Somebody type in spite of. I still got to keep moving in spite of my fear. Good morning, Cat 182. Welcome. In spite of. I can't stop. I be's tired, y'all. I's be's tired. I's be's afraid. But I's be moving. And y'all already know. There's a link. If you go to the link, bit.ly/story weekend. I'm looking for people to share the stage with me in Vegas. People who don't want to be afraid anymore. People who want to get their business. We're going to be live streaming from Vegas. Get your business. You have an opportunity to get in front of thousands of people. bit.ly/story weekend. If you go to the bottom and there's a link, bit.ly/speak in Vegas. I can't afford to be afraid, y'all. bit.ly/speak in Vegas. I can't afford to be I can't. Fear is a luck. Right, Kim? Can't stop, won't stop. That's why that song, y'all know I got twins that are teenagers. That's why right? Don't let my faith crash into my don't let my fear crash into my face, right? So I got teenagers that are twins. So you know they always listen to rap music. So my rap song of the week right now is All the Way Up. It's not a bit website, it's not a website. A bit.ly is just a redirect link to my website. And there's a song called All the Way Up. Go all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. And when they ask you where I live, go all the way up. That's my song. And that's how you should feel about life. Good morning, Angel and Brent. Nothing can stop you. Nothing. And see, Beauty 504, that is the worst. How many of you have been researching and planning and to-do listing and you're not executing? All right, thank you, love. And you're not executing. And Coach Tandy, listen. And Coach Tandy is a coach for millennials. Coach Tandy, put up some emojis. Because millennials, they don't always understand me because I'm tough. You know, Sister China, I'm just going to be honest. God has freed me from a lot. And you guys don't know, all of my story. But again, I'm giving you the formula. And a lot of it is you got to stay in prayer and stop making excuses as to why you can't get stuff done. Let that be the one word for the year: execute, regardless. Coach Tandy, put up some emojis. See, sometimes you have to understand that nothing is going to change unless you change. Nothing is going to change unless you change. And sometimes you need help changing. Sometimes you need help changing. And we've been conditioned to think that we're going to change everything on our own. But if you didn't execute yesterday, what's going to make you execute today? So number 8, if you're a millennial, follow Coach Tandy. Y'all 20-somethings, follow Coach Tandy. She'll help you get your life. Execute today. And be honest with yourself and stop making excuses as to why you haven't executed. Stop making plans and make progress. Stop making lists and go make a life. No, you don't create your own website on Bit.ly, baby. Yeah, you need a class, boo. Bit.ly is just a link, redirection site. You can't create your own website on Bit.ly. Well, Sister China, maybe you need to go on Periscope and talk about it. Because you've been very vocal on here. And this is what I tell all of you. If you've got a voice, opinions, go on Periscope. Good morning, LJ Fashions. And hit that start broadcast button. No, Sister China, remember what I said. Go on Periscope and share your voice. Write a book and share your voice. You can't come into other people's scopes, with this, that, and the other. You got to hit your own button and let people know your own voice. I'm just being honest with y'all. Share your voice. Somebody needs to hear. You might need Alto V's. Yeah. Yeah, you might need a voice, not a voice coach, the voice coach. Stop making plans and make progress. Stop making a list and make your life. Last but not least, control your time. Control your time. Stop wasting your time on foolishness. Stop wasting your time making excuses. Stop wasting your time watching television. Stop wasting your time with senseless trips to the store. Stop wasting your time talking on the phone. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. You know what, guys? I always say, do a self-assessment. See what it is you exactly need. So when you do that self-assessment and see what you need, I'm doing a time management course at the end of the month. And some of y'all need it bad. Some of y'all need it bad. And stop letting other people reject your time. Thank you, Heaven's Chosen. Yeah, the replay is good. This time management course it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna start talking about it tomorrow. But for those of you who work a full-time job and you're struggling to build your business because you work a full-time job, you need this time management course. Because you need to understand your job is no longer the priority. Procrastination is a waste of time. Fear is a waste of time. You've got to control your mind and you've got to control your time. Time is money. Time is money. Time is purpose. Time is destiny. Time is legacy. Time is your greatness. Somebody type in, it's my time. Hey, Dr. Finch. And do you know why I come here every day? Multiple times a day. Thank you, Miss Terry, for following. I come here every day, multiple times a day, because I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe that for everybody on this scope, you've got something that the world needs. I believe in you. Sometimes I don't think you believe in yourself, but I believe in you. For everybody on this scope, I know for a fact that if you could just think differently about yourself, your life would change 100%. I believe in you. Thank you, Dr. Finch. Look, girl, don't worry about it. I believe in me. You see? And my brand manager, listen to me. Y'all heard my brand manager the other morning on the phone. What did Portia say? Portia told me, and this the way I be proud of y'all, when Portia told me this, I was over here like crying. Because Portia said, D, you are killing the game. She said, and I don't see no signs of you stopping no time soon. Every single day, my following grows. Not because I'm special, but because I'm here. I'm consistent. I show up. I pour into people. I believe in people. I believe in you. It's people that may not never be my clients. That doesn't keep me from helping you. Doesn't keep me from praying for you. Doesn't keep me from, and I've been doing this for months. Some people come when it's time, when they got a class. You can tell when they got a class starting. Hey, good morning, Shirley. Because they start showing up on Periscope, giving you misinformation. I saw somebody the other day that was like, you leaving money on the table because you're not on Snapchat. I'm like, well, if you're not consistent on the social media channels that you're on, how you going to go get on another one? Let's just be consistent on these one or two. But see, it's not even about me killing it. I'm trying to help you kill the game. Coach Tandy, what I tell y'all in class? If you're in my classes, I am telling you, let's go. If you're in my classes, I'm telling you, stop playing with the game. I'm telling you, if I'm showing up on Periscope 2 and 3 times a day, what's your problem? I'm telling you to create products. I'm telling you the world is waiting on you. I'm telling you I'm telling you that. Stop playing with the game. Thank you, Jesus Life. I want my clients to prosper. See, a lot of you are putting money in people's pockets that are not putting money in your pocket. I want you to think about that real quick. Yeah, you need help. Stop putting money in people's pockets that's not putting money in your pocket. I'm being honest. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all, I don't know what to launch yet next. I don't know if I should do the social media course. I don't know if I should do the time management course. I don't know if I should do another scope school. I don't know if I need to do another money lab. I don't know. But I got to figure it out by tomorrow. So y'all help me. Y'all vote real quick. I can't do it all. How many of y'all think I need to do the time management next? Say me. Who? I'm like, who? You know what, Rachel? I did in-person seminars. I did so many in-person seminars last year. It's no sense in me doing now I am going to do a tour in September. Somebody said the Money Lab, Scope School. The Money Lab. Scope School is now called Live Stream University. Live Stream University. Time management. Scope School teaches you how to be consistent on Periscope. It's actually called Live Stream University now. I don't think I'm coming to Dallas. I've been to Dallas so many times, Brown Sugar. But I might come just for you. I'm thinking the same thing, Coach Tandy. And it's going to set the groundwork for everything else you need to do. And I haven't done, I'll be in Virginia. I haven't done a time management class. What state am I from? Originally, Tennessee. And thank you guys for the hearts. If it's your first time here, say me. So I can acknowledge you. Jenny, you've put in like the same 4 votes for time management. I'm wondering, Divine Taste Cooking, though, are people going to know? Yes, Scope School is on fire. So maybe I'll put Scope School out there for August 15th. And then I'll put... I know what to do. I'll put time management for August 17th. August 2nd. Yeah, I'm coming to New Orleans. I'll be in New Orleans. No, not how to speak in public. More just how to use your voice on live stream. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I just left New York, New Jersey. I'll be back. You was just thinking about me? Yeah. Do time management. You know one of the reasons I need to do time management before Scope School? I need to do time management before Scope School because most people don't have time to scope. And I'm teaching you how to build a team in time management, a life and business. It's 10 weeks. A life team, a business team, a support team on a shoestring budget. And then really how to manage your time if you have a job in corporate America that you need to leave. Coach Tandy is a millennials coach. So let me work it out. I know what to do. Scope School is 10 weeks. Scope, it's actually Live Stream University now. I think I might need to leave the name. Scope School is branded so well. Jesus, y'all branded Scope School. Wow. Yeah, their time management is the truth. And I'm so good at it. That's another reason I can show up on Periscope so many times a day. Hey, good morning, Kelton. Good morning. Okay, I think I got it, y'all. I think I got it. 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 So if it was your first time here, I appreciate you guys. I'm here every day. Oh, thank you, Divine Taste Cooking. And let me tell y'all, this look was more because it's hot outside than it was a fashion statement. So just so you know. Yeah. So I love you guys. And I want to say the time management course is $39 a week for 10 weeks. All of my courses run $39, $49, $59 a week for 10 weeks. Yeah. On my website, you can go, there's a wait list for Scope School. Oh, thank you, Shirley. You just saying that because you love me, Shirley. You trying to get me back to Maryland. But I love you guys. I'm on every day at 9:30, pretty much at 9:30. 9:30 and 9:30. I'm typically on at 6:30 in the morning. So I love you. I'll be back later today. If you're interested in writing your book this weekend, I have a special for $39. You can download a 2-hour video. The website, if you click on the link, Dolphin Marva in my bio, you will see the website. bit.ly/story weekend. Story weekend. If you're interested in speaking in Vegas, if you're interested in telling your story on the big stage. Oh, I don't do Author House, Sister China. That's another reason you need coaches. I've heard some horror stories about Author House. So just be careful. It's good that you're publishing. Oh, Coach Tandy will help you. Coach Tandy will help you out. All right. Love you guys. You guys have a great day, and I will see you guys shortly. I'll be back this afternoon. You got it, Coach Tandy. I know. Love you guys.